About to hit the road on our reunion camping trip.
Yeah.
Very excited. Got some old school tunage.
Yep.
And at least, thank God, we're only doing a short
Be a good time. Gonna try not to throw up too much. And not push you out of the canoe if you're doing that.
It's okay.
All right.
I don't blame you. What about you, Sam? You ready to hit the road?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
He's ready.
I'm ready.
I'm
I was
ready.
born ready.
I'm
Excellent.
ready.
Alrighty. Fuck, we still gotta get the tent,
Yeah.
gas,
Breakfast?
and breakfast.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we're off. We should be there
Breakfast.
by like 2. Maybe we'll get to our campsite by
Right
like
on.
6, 7.
Okay.
That'll work.
That's fine by me.
Looking forward to it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
Fun
do
to
it.
Still sharpening away.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse the ninja. Ready to get started, Phil?
Oh yeah. I'm fucking excited.
More boats. And that's this point. And we're off. We're off to the races. Just leaving Long Lake. Leaving the access put in. Great start to the trip. It's hot though. It is. She's burning hot. I'm not in any hurry whatsoever. Phil and Jesse are looking at me like I'm crazy. So I'm talking to myself / the camera. They're all waving at me now. What a beauty day. It was supposed to rain today, so we weren't in any hurry getting up this morning. I maybe had a little bit too much scotch to drink last night. And yeah, we were probably off around noon. It's probably a little around 3:30 right now. Not in any hurry at all. So we're in the Kawartha Highlands, Provincial Park. Long Lake. Just rented our canoes from Long Lake Outfitters, or the lodge there. Pretty hardcore rental policy. You have to put a $2,000 deposit down on your canoe, or $1,000 per canoe to rent them out. first time I've seen that. But, oh well. There's no one else on this lake right now. There's a few motorboats earlier. It's almost the peak of bug season. This is about 2 weeks after an Algonquin Park trip. And it's going to be a little easier because we only have one portage in the whole trip and one portage out. So we're staying on the same campsite both nights. So the whole reason for this trip was I'm with my two buddies, Jesse and Phil. And we used to be great buddies in high school, but for whatever reason we kind of drifted apart. Jesse went and traveled Europe and moved to PEI and God knows where. Phil kind of stayed in the Niagara region, and I went off to school in Toronto, so I didn't see Phil all that much. He eventually settled down. He has 2 kids now and his fiance, so decided, hey, we should all start an annual reunion trip. So I kind of took the reins this year and I planned it. I wasn't that prepared for it this morning, but I took the reins this year and said, yeah, so the first June weekend every year we'll do a reunion trip. I chose a canoe trip, and I'll be the one that gets to decide who does the next trip. So there will be some sort of challenge on this trip that will decide who gets to plan the next one. And it doesn't have to be a canoe trip. It can be anything. It can be a road trip. It can be a trip somewhere. It could be Vegas. Who knows? It doesn't have to be a canoe trip, but I started really getting back into canoe trips, as you might know, last year. And so yeah, I thought it'd be a cool way to sort of reunite with, I wouldn't say lost friends, just less visited friends. It's a nice little cottage up at the shore here. I'll show you guys. Cute little cottage. Oh, it's way off center. So it's a good and a bad thing. There's not much wind right now, but I'm sure we're going to pay for that later with bugs. Now, because we only had one portage, we managed to bring in a few luxury items, and that we're going to double carry the portage. It's only a 420, I believe, and double carry it. And we have a bug shelter, so we have a full out 12x12 bug shelter that we can set up. It's not looking like it's going to rain. I'm just gonna sleep in the bug shelter. So why not? But it is supposed to cool down quite a bit at night. I think we're looking at maybe 10 or 11 degrees. Pretty stoked. Nice to have those cool evenings to kind of cool off. Like today, I know we're going to be in the water. We'll probably, once we finish this portage, we're going to be soaking in sweat, so. Man, there's some beautiful cliffs here. Let me try to show you. Yeah, my camera and everything is supposed to be weather resistant, but it's not weatherproof, so let me try to show you what I mean. So yeah, skies are pretty dark. Hopefully it's just overcast, but not gonna count on it. So I'll check in. Hopefully when I'm at the portage, either this is gonna blow through or oh shoot, it's starting already. Alright, I'll check up on you guys in a bit. What's up, everyone? Since I last checked in, we got to the portage and it poured like easily. I mean, it wasn't that long. It probably only lasted for about an hour or so, but it's calm right now. The wind's picking up, which is a good thing. The bugs are absolutely atrocious. I made the tough call. We got to the portage and it just started coming down, so either we started fiddling with our gear and tried to save ourselves from getting wet, or save the gear, right? That was out there, that was the nature of the decision making, right? There's no way to say both. So either we rummaged through all of our shit, we got out our rain jackets and everything, or I made the decision to use the boats to cover all of our packs. Hindsight 2020, I think it was the right call. We're soaked, but we're gonna have some dry clothes for tonight. So I mean, we could have easily gotten the tarp out, huddled onto the tarp, but like it was coming down. I had to put a little dry bag over the camera. Didn't even have time to put the camera away. From the tripod, just flat. Dry bag flat right over top of the camera, and looks like it's safe, so it's good. The documenting of this trip is going to continue still. We had a few rules before we came on this trip, and one of them was no complaining. I could use hair makeover, but I ended up going back and I did the last leg of it should have only been a double carry, but since we eventually were able to get out a bunch of gear, all of our gear was kind of a gear bomb, so I went back and they're sorting out the gear on the other side of the portage. So yeah, I mean, the only way we're gonna get out of, like, look at these puddles. Like, I'm telling you, easily 50 millimeters or more of rain in like an hour time span, right? So sorry, this tripod's a little heavy. That's why I'm shaking around and I can't hold it too steady, but thanks for bearing with me. I'm just about done the portage. I mean, it's not... There's some deep areas. I mean, it's not a difficult portage by any means, but Again, it was just the conditions, right? I mean, there's some pools now that are like 3 feet of standing water on this portage trail. The end of the portage trail is just right here. See what spirit the guys are in.
Mosquitoes are just trailing you.
Yeah. What'd you think?
That was a fun little delay, but I can definitely say I'm ready to get to our site. What about you, Jesse?
Oh yeah, we're getting there. But that was fun.
That was a tough call I made, eh? Save the gear.
No, it was a brilliant call.
No, it was the right call. I put this shirt on. It's nice and dry, and we have you to thank. But let's get our boats in the water before we get eaten alive.
I agree.
Because we are being eaten alive.
Yes.
Yeah. We made it into Buzzard. I think we did okay. I don't think anything is soaked all the way through or too terribly wet that anyone's gonna have any problems tonight. We have a little bit of a tailwind. Jesse and Phil really don't do this type of stuff, so there's lots of odds and ends, and it makes it a little harder when it rains or if there's any adverse conditions, but they'll learn. Hopefully they take a lot out of this trip, and hopefully we come back and do another one. But I do enough of them that, I mean, to me, this is always going to be a big part of my life, and hopefully what I do for until I can't do it anymore, right? But I mean, there's still mosquitoes out here. We're about 100 feet off the shoreline, 200 feet, but still a few mosquitoes, not nearly as bad though. I think we're going to eat up some sandwiches that I made this morning.
Now that we've escaped purgatory.
Oh, did we ruin your shot?
Nope.
Keep being worried about it.
Come here. We're going to eat some Sammies.
Oh yeah. Back me up.
The bugs aren't, like, there's a few.
It's definitely better than over there.
It's definitely better, yeah.
Fucking alone in the desert with no water is better than over there.
You got a good hairdo going on, Jesse.
Do I? I haven't noticed. Once I took the bandana off.
Take my hat?
I threw it in here actually. Fast Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need it right now.
It's in here though for sure.
Got a little bit of a kick to it. There's still a lot of ice in here too.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
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 Oh, cheers. That was a journey.
Feels rewarding though.
Did we build some character?
I think so. This one on your forehead went down.
Yeah, I feel
I think it was like 3 bites all in one.
I think so, yeah. You have a couple here. You had 2 on there when I swatted at your face.
Still some dark clouds.
It's gone down a bit?
A little bit.
It's moving fast up there now though. At least it's passing through. It's kind of just circling.
I feel like we should power through after this right to the site. Just in case it goes again.
No, now that it's calm, I'm tempted to enjoy it. How quickly I forget.
Yeah. Well, it's not a journey without some sort of adversity, right?
Oh yeah. Like I said, we built some character. And nobody bitched.
No.
It was getting iffy there for a bit.
Yeah?
Just once the mosquitoes came out.
Oh, it was just like, I was actually getting cold.
Next time, let's just go to Marine Land, huh? I mean, protesting outside.
Like we used to. I think we're gonna finish these sandwiches up and get canoeing. There's the sun. We will see. I think they're all exhausted. Probably want to get a fire going. At least a smudge fire to get the bugs down. It's supposed to get down to 10 degrees tonight. So it's gonna get a little chilly. Setting, it's got to be way closer to it's a lot lower than that. 3:30, it's got to be past 7 now, right? We're probably stuck in that portage for about must have been an hour or two. It must have been closer to 2 hours. It took about an hour to paddle down Long Lake and then so I got about an hour to paddle here, so that would make sense. I think we're just about at our campsite. I think it's just around this little point. It looked like there's only one other group on this lake tonight, so for the most part, we almost have it all to ourselves. Of course, there is cottages behind me. Just a beauty. Yeah. Hopefully this is an island. There's no camping sign on it, so I think it might be. It's a little bright still. Yep, it's turning out to be a gorgeous night. Debating what we're gonna do for shelters. We have 3 shelters to set up. We have the bug shelter, of course, and then there's like a Mike's tent I borrowed from him, which is a 3-man, but of course that means a 2-man. So I'm 6'1" and 230 pounds, so.
Thanks for the fire. I'm very
Thank you for the fire.
I'm very glad I came.
That's what she said.
That's also kind of what he said. You know, that kind of goes both ways.
Yeah.
That's what she
But
said.
no, it's fuck, damn it, man. Yeah.
Good
Damn
time?
fine trip so far, sir. Thank you for this. Much needed, much appreciated.
Yeah, there was a good portion there where we were
Oh,
on that portage trail where it looked like this might be our night.
That's what happens when there's a monsoon.
Yeah. But you know what? Actually, like, spirits were high. Everyone was laughing. Everyone was joking.
There was no bitching. No complaining.
That was rule number 4.
Rule number 4.
And here we are. It cleared up. We got stars. We're having some wieners. 3 guys and wieners.
It's a sausage party.
What could go wrong?
What?
Oh, shit.
So?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. We didn't even paddle that far today. It was just the rain and just getting wet, and then
It was a haul.
yeah, it was a long haul, but
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, I think it's a successful trip so far. Some tough decisions.
Hey, morale's high.
And morale's high, so we have a bug shelter. There's no bugs right now.
Yeah, which is a fucking blessing.
I don't know, we picked up a few mosquito coils. I don't know if it's that, if it's the fire, but fuck, we lucked out because I thought we were going to be stuck in that bug shelter all tonight, so
Yeah.
I'm glad we're able to be out here and enjoy the stars and
It's pretty starry. I don't know if I can pick it up, but I have to try.
Hopefully it's going to be a good night.
Peace out.
There we go.
To the fire chief.
The fire chief himself with his red light.
Yep. We're trying to cheers you, Samuel.
Oh, cheers.
Nicely done.
So much smoke. Keeping the light lit.
Hope you enjoyed, everyone. Again, new videos are going to be out every Canoes Day, so please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again.